Do you know the difference between discernment and judgment? If you're on a healing path, consciously, because who isn't, you might know that it's important not to throw judgment willy-nilly around. Judgment is not just like, oh, this person's bad, judge the unfit. It's also judging whether or not you think life is going the way it should be going for you. The God of nuance reminds us that there is a time and place to very clearly lay a line about what is and isn't okay. That's not what this video is about. This video is about discernment. Is this right for me right now? Judgment is measuring reality against a framework, which is helpful unless it makes you miserable. Judgment is saying, here is something, and here's how something should be. And again, there can be value there. That's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about discernment. Is this right for me? Is this okay for me right now? And you're allowed to make that call. By the way, nobody else has to understand or like it. How do you come to decide if this is right for you or not right for you? If you're like me and you were a trauma kid, or if you got some trauma junk somewhere in the trunk, you might not have a benchmark or the ability to know what good feels like, because you never did really. So how do you establish that benchmark? I call it wholeness. There is somewhere that healing goes, and it is this wholeness. Wholeness is your whole self. Your good parts, your bad parts, your shiny parts, your broke parts, your stuck parts, the parts that really are there, but not really, nobody cares. They're like tons of parts. Like, wholeness is taking all of it as it is. That does not mean that every thinking pattern has to be perfect, every emotional wound addressed, everything that you're doing perfect and right. No. Wholeness is accepting it exactly as it is. Whole. Wholeness is a function of self-respect, self-awareness, and self-love. It's essentially worth. Okay, great story, but how we get there? I imagine the wizard knows many ways, but the one we're going to talk about today has 5 steps. The first step is willing to become whole, to have self-respect. You gotta see yourself, and to do that, you have to be willing. Step 1, then, and it felt like to write these in gold, is to perceive. Just see stuff. That's it. See how you handle things. See how you think about stuff. See what you say. See how they talk to you. See how you feel. Perceive. Step 2 then is to be honest about what you perceive and how that relates to what you want. Do you see? There's no action we're taking here. We're not even explaining anything. We're not trying to trace anything back to the beginning of time. We don't really care. You just want to see it as it is and be honest about where you would like it to go. As gently and kind as you can, you just notice. Step 3, I think this is the most important step, is to accept the gap. Accept the gap. Accept the gap between what you perceive and what you would like it to be. I don't like where I live, period. I want to live over there. Accept the gap. It's an adventure. It's a journey. That's what we're fucking here for, I guess. But there's no point in making yourself miserable about a gap. It's actually kind of cool because you see somewhere you want to go. And hey, oh yeah, there are always going to be fucking gaps. It is your relationship to the gaps that change. And then step 4, good old believe. Believe that it's possible to close the gap. That can happen for you, that you can go there. Do you see anywhere on here about force? About action? No, you don't. This is the internal environment required for you to have the clarity and confidence to begin to take action forward. We're going to focus on cultivating the environment and let the environment yield change. It happens naturally. If you don't believe me, try. When there's something that you can't do, generally it's because of some subconscious block, some thinking that's not right, some identity or belief that's in conflict. If it was as straightforward as do the thing, you do the thing. And if you can do the thing, do the thing. But if you can't, behold, screenshot. This process of accepting yourself allows you to respect yourself. Now, remember, you're going to be a whip, work in process. But you know what? That's a fucking great whip. We'll take it. That process allows you to have a sense of worth, a sense of value. You begin to respect yourself. And then, my friends, you will be able to discern if something is okay for you or not okay for you if you're not sure. Because you'll be able to tell, does this add to my peace or does this take from it? Does this add to the love that I have for myself in my life or does it take from it? And it's a journey, and that's okay. What we're looking to eradicate is where you give up something to get the same thing but less. Are you giving up happiness, love, peace, harmony to get it? Well, there's nuance. Sometimes you do take on a challenge. There's a digestion period, an integration period, and then it's there. You know what I'm talking about. There's a little bit different here. Are you giving up love for yourself because you think somebody else is going to give it to you? Honey, come here. We're just gonna... It's okay. You'll get there. And so discernment is being able to say, this is okay for me and this is not okay for me. And your ability to do that is predicated on your ability to see yourself and accept yourself, because if you don't do that, you won't believe you're worthy of things that are good for you. And so you won't be able to tell if they are or they aren't, because you won't think that there's anything better. Go to theselfhug.com to find links to oodles of content or schedule a free call.